What's good, y'all? I'm waiting for Bad Money to get in here, man. Me and Bad Money had a lot of back and forth, man. I put some tweets out, and it seemed like nobody is here is understanding what the fuck I'm saying, as if I'm saying wrong, as if I'm saying anything wrong. And I'm not gonna lie. The more arguments niggas is making, the more it ain't making sense. Somebody gotta help me make it sense. I'm simply saying, if you're gonna select a battler of the year, why wouldn't you have battlers, other battlers, or league owners, or some type of shit managers? Why it's supposed to be majority of them on the panel? No, my fault. I'm getting over a cold. Bad Money, you there?
I'm here, bro.
Yeah,
You can hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So what was I saying? I was being so misunderstood.
I mean, I just got in here, but what I'm saying is, every year since the inception of Champion of the Year, bro, battlers have been invited. Every year since the first one, I could name the battlers he's invited every year to be a part of the panel and participate in the panel. I can name every popular blogger who's been invited every year. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
what you?
understand what you saying don't make sense as far as battlers should be picking, but I mean,
It
what
sounds like you agreeing with me. It sounds like it's just we not getting it because nobody is coming, and I'm not blaming Jay Black for that. But what I'm saying is, people. I made a tweet, a statement of opinion, and people was bringing up what was supposed to happen or what could have happened or why things ain't happened. That's not what I'm here to discuss because I don't know that. All I'm looking at is what happened and what I feel like should be happening. Because what happens is when you turn on the video and you see people on the panel, and then as we watching niggas break down the year, right? And as soon as they start saying a bunch of shit as battlers, as soon as they start saying a bunch of shit that battlers don't agree with, you know the first question? Who is these niggas? The first question is, who is these niggas? How were they qualified? And where's the other battles of the pairs? Because it's certain things in battles that's not taken into account that a fan that watches or an analyst that y'all want to call it that y'all don't know about and wouldn't understand. Like for an example, right? We talk about a certain battle. Let's say we would sit there and be like, we would judge a battle and be like, we would discredit a battler or two battlers if a battle is underwhelming, right? But not considering the time that battle happened that day. You know what I'm saying? When did that battle happen? After a certain matchup? Because all of that plays a part. But anybody that doesn't have that experience wouldn't understand that. That's the only reason why I'm saying there's certain shit like that that only battlers will understand and could critique.
I mean, I get that part. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go on record and say this for the millionth time. Like, I could never get up there and do what y'all do on the stage and, do that shit in front of a bunch of people. But I've been on that panel every year except for yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And nobody gives credence or investigates the fact that I actually used to fucking rap and battle. You know what I'm saying? So I know I
Yeah,
could
I'm
sit
not.
there for
I'm not trying to
somebody,
make it
you know what I'm
personal
saying?
towards you. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
no, no, that's not what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's always a thing of who are these niggas? They're not credible. This, that, and the third. But some of y'all favorites been invited up there. Some of y'all favorites been invited up there, and it's been up to them to accept.
Yeah,
Nobody else is doing anything. My thing to you, I was saying earlier this morning, was like, we got the VMAs, the AMAs, the Billboard Awards. This don't have to be the only award. This is get ready to be 8 years of Champion of the Year. You know what I'm saying? When they do the 2024 award. And nobody has come up with another award system other than Fly. He did his shit on Fox 5, and y'all didn't even like praise it, really acknowledge it or nothing. Big K won that. Nobody celebrated nothing. So, oh, he just won Vitamin's award on Fox 5. It wasn't celebrated. It wasn't critiqued. They did a numeric system where they did the top 10. Nobody sat there and broke that shit apart.
I mean, I agree with all of that. You know what I'm saying? It could everybody could do their own award, but just because somebody critique it doesn't mean like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Go do your own award. The reason why nobody's doing it because there's no real metric system. There's always going to be flaws if there's no real metric system. This is an opinionated sport, so it's always going to be. It doesn't matter. Like as long as there's no real scoring system, there's always going to be pushback. And I want to say this because people is making it something that is not. I'm not, and I'm not talking about you, Bad Money. I'm talking about just in general. People's making something that is not. This is not a knock to Jay Black. This is not a knock to Champion. This is not a knock to any of that. It's a system, and when it happens, everybody is complaining for certain reasons, and I'm seeing certain complaints. I'm in conversations with top tier battlers. I know certain insight of what's going on and what's being respected and what's not being respected. I know certain shit like that. So when I put an opinion out there, a tweet out there, it just for people to process and be like, okay, well, maybe that could work. Everybody turns this into a, well, Jay Black tried to do this, Jay Black tried to do this. If you trust Jay Black, then trust the people that he trusts and all of this. You could trust somebody's intentions, but that doesn't mean you gotta trust everything that they decide to do, every decision that they make either. And again, with Champion, Jay Black could pull the fucking names out the hat. Champion is, I'm on record saying this 1,000 times. I could go find footage, man. Champion, he could choose whatever system he got in place. You can't say his system is wrong because it's his system. Bottom line. Now, if I sit there and say, all right, well, it could be more clear cut, less arguments if, if this happened and that happened. Now, if battlers don't want to come up there and be on the panel, that's one thing. I'm just saying from what it's looking, it's like, all right, people, like you're gonna have issues when you got people just randomly, and then you telling me, uh, fans pay to vote, and no, the battlers will be biased, as if the fans won't. Like the arguments that's coming back at me is just like, yo, yeah, I don't, I don't get it, man.
I mean, there's going to be biasness in any form of this shit. You know what I'm saying? To a degree
Right?
of who you favor more. It's not necessarily a harsh bias all the time. It's just more so who do you like in particular. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
Like
sure. That's why I don't
if
think bias
if
should be brought up in this argument. My point is
yeah,
bias shouldn't be brought up because anybody can be biased. You can't
yeah.
say
Like
the battlers shouldn't be on the panel because there'll be more bias.
it's
Like,
like if Smack and ARP is on the panel, right? And it come down to what you call it, Twerk and Big K. Who the fuck you think they're gonna vote for individually?
I mean that's when
Anybody
that's
can, you know what I'm saying, be biased based off of what they like. At the end of the day, the people get up there and give their opinion and their arguments based off of what their preference was at the end
right.
of the day.
That's when
You
the
know what I'm
fan
saying?
vote come
So
in. The same way
yeah,
the fan vote came in for Big K and Twerk, that's when the fan vote come in. The
So
fan vote
John,
matters.
you feel like it should be, first of all, salute to everybody in the building. It should be battlers on the panel and then a fan vote separately. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's the idea because it's like everybody like to model this shit after the NBA, right? When they do MVP voting, that's between players, coaches, GMs. Yeah, you do have some media in there. You do have some media in there, but the media that's in there has actual credentials, though. You know what I'm saying? Actual credentials. If somebody pops up
define
on the
what a
panel,
credentials though. This is my thing. Like the credentials argument always comes up. Define what a credential is because somebody has interviewed a bunch of battle rappers or been to a bunch of events or put out a bunch of blogs, them represent
nah,
credentials. What
nah,
about their knowledge
that
of the sport?
yeah, that's another argument. Like,
You
but
know what I'm
how
saying?
how
So many
but
arguments
how
to
do
be
we
made here, bro.
how do we rank the knowledge of the sport just by somebody that's been watching for a long time? That mean they knowledgeable? How do we rank that? Oh, because
It's
somebody
impossible. It's
got blogs
subjective.
breaking down battles. That means they knowledgeable. I watch breakdowns of battles and niggas be missing and messing up bars all the time. So are they knowledgeable? Because they can watch it and guess what certain shit means?
So
I
who is
mean, it's
qualified to
subjective.
you, John? Who do you feel like, are we talking league owners? What's to you a qualifying factor?
Yeah, I feel like battlers, non-active battlers, or you know what I'm saying, Yeah, and league owners, it don't gotta be the top league owners, like he mentioned Smack ARP. We probably gonna get them involved, but the other league owners, there's other league owners for the smaller leagues. There's 1,000 of them.
So like Debo, Kels, Lex, niggas that's like their own leagues, smaller leagues, and then battlers on the panel, and then you got a fan vote on the side, and that for you will be more credible.
And this is why I say it's nothing to if you got a critique on the process or where you think it could be better, or even have that type of idea. Nigga, a million niggas in this culture have Jay Black number. You know what I'm saying? Or could reach out to Jay Black through DM and say, hey, you think you should try it this way? I'm saying let's restructure this because it means more to the culture, you know what I'm saying, than just some rinky dink award or some fly by night type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to work with you on this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have your opinions and stuff, John. Why not just be on the panel? That means you will forfeit your battles for the year that you will be on the panel. But why not just be on the panel? You know what I'm saying? Or hit him behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got enough fucking bloggers that are going to get on the internet every year, you know what I'm saying, and make blogs about how this shit is compromised and talk shit about the people on the panel and shit like that. If people are genuinely, as battle rappers, as league owners, you know what I'm saying, the people behind the scenes, they genuinely care about making this shit better, contact the man behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not hard to get in
Yeah,
contact
but that's
with a
not
lot
that's
of y'all.
not right to say Bad Money, because that's like me telling a blogger, yo, before you say I lost the battle, call my phone. You got my number.
It's
You got
not.
my
That's not
number.
what I'm
Call my
saying at
phone.
all. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying contact me behind the scenes about how to make the shit better for the next year. You know what I'm saying? If it's genuine that you want the shit to be better for the following year,
But that's
and
that's
just
why I
and
put
throw an idea at them. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
right. That's why I specifically put Battler of the Year in my initial tweet and not Champion of the Year, because again, champion is whatever Jay Black decides to do with his award. So when I'm sitting there saying, if we're going to do a Battle of the Year award, I feel like it should be chosen between battlers and league owners. So I'm going to call Jay Black, and I'm going to call Jay Black and say, uh, I'm going to call him and tell him how he should run his shit.
Or like you said, battler of the year. You know what I'm saying? You separated the two. Hey, Black, let's come up with a whole nother motherfucking system, you know what I'm saying, for a award. You know what I'm saying? And this is who the fuck we think we can, you know what I'm saying, put on the panel, you know what I'm saying, of voters. You want to do something new, you know what I'm saying, and you think, I'm saying, he could give you some insight on, you know what I'm saying, how to structure it. If you have ideas you want to run by him and a group of other people, then fine. The idea of doing champion of the year from the beginning, Jay Black is like my real life friend, so I can actually say this. It was never for that shit to be the only award given out. It was to start awards being given out in the first place.
I don't think this
It
is
was
an attack on Champion. I do think he's suggesting something different, and I think why not try it? Like if we're just if even if everything else can be decided how it used to be decided, let's try a panel of all battlers and just see how that
I'm
go.
for that. I'm
You know what I'm saying?
100% for that.
I'm not mad at
I
that.
don't think
That's
there's
not
nothing
bad.
wrong with that.
That's not bad. I
There's
wouldn't be
nothing wrong with
opposed to
that.
that.
Like Schiller was real effective up there yesterday.
It's just crazy because y'all up here and y'all saying there's nothing wrong with what I was saying, but I was damn near getting attacked. It's
That's
damn near
because
a
people move
fucking
off emotion though, John. Like on the time in this culture, it's more people moving off emotion and facts. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh,
people don't look at the fact that the person who was selected to win was by fan vote. That was the deciding factor. That means it's a gang of fans that feel that way. So fans who don't feel that way should have voted. That it comes down to accountability. You know what I'm saying? So
it came
it,
down to a differential of 5 votes,
but the
and this
panel
is the
also
lowest
voted for
that
that
took
person.
place.
So and the panel is made up of fans. So at the end of the day, this is the consensus. Whether we agree with it or not, those who disagree with it should have been more proactive. That's the bottom line. And there's nobody to blame but themselves. That's the bottom line.
I just think what you gonna call it. So much shit goes on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying that we don't know about because we're not like ultimately involved in the way that a Jay Black or a JohnJohn and Don is. Um, I just think at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, people definitely got to be more proactive, you know what I'm saying, as a culture. You know what I'm saying? This still is really like a subgenre of hip hop, and battle rap is not as big as some people seem to think it is for some reason. You know what I'm saying? And so much more could be done in the culture, period. You know what I'm saying? If there's a new award to be created, then let's fucking create it. not saying me, but the fucking battle rappers. I'm saying and John and his idea, and maybe involving, I'm saying, a Debo or ARP or fucking Dre Dennis, I'm saying, or I'm saying people from the riot, things of that
Yeah,
nature or whatnot, to
yeah.
create something called Battle of the Year where they do it like that. I think the
Uh-huh.
thing with Champion of the Year, I'm saying, and comparing it to the NBA shit, as far as like how they award shit, we're not sitting there in real time watching these guys have a debate about the shit. The people, you know what I'm saying, who vote on them awards is just giving their opinion and whatnot and submitting it. They're not sitting around at a round table having a debate. You know what I'm saying? The fact that it's a round table debate is live, you know what I'm saying, and you can visually see how everything is playing out, you know what I'm saying? That's why there's always going to be critique on
I feel that. So John, who would it be?
Damn,
Who
with
would
the
the battlers be if it was just
see with
battlers?
the NBA, it ain't really much to debate because there's a real metric
it.
system in
Right.
play.
Just like I said, as
There's
far as this
not much
one,
to
like
debate. You know what I mean? But this is why it.
But y'all don't like judge battles though, John. You can't say there's no metric when this whole sport is based on opinion. Whenever you tell people, all right, let's make these battles judge, it's always pushback. If we bring back judge battles, then it can be very clear who won what. You know what I'm saying? And then when you go to judge who was the champion of the year or whatever it may be, you have clear stats.
I don't
NBA
know. I
has
don't
clear
want
stats.
everything judged though, Frank.
A
I don't want
game is
everything
played
to
and
be
you know who
judged.
won the game. In this sport,
I'm
you
I'm
can't determine
I'm
that.
I'm agreeing with you.
But I don't want
I'm agreeing with
everything
you. That's why
judged
I'm
due to the
saying.
fact that if you
That's why I'm saying it's tough to do that because there's nothing like that. But you saying we don't like judge battles. The moment the leagues put their foot down, like yo, Frank, if I call you to book you and I want to book you and you give me a price, okay, this battle is judged. You can't sit there and be like, no, you can't judge it. Well, that's the only way I want to book you. You
I
get what I'm
agree.
saying? Like you can't the leagues, if the leagues want to do that, it can be done. But but my point is this: it's hard. It's gonna be hard to give out these awards regardless because of what you said. There's no real metric system here, so everything is gonna be opinionated. But you know whose opinions are respected more than anybody's? Other battlers. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Other
That's
battle,
a fact.
other battlers will be like they will respect it. It won't be that much of an argument. It'll be some pushback, but
Give
not
me three.
much.
Give me three battlers that you feel will be good on a panel.
Question McCody,
That's one. That's
DNA.
two.
again, man. I know the names of people who've
I,
been
I,
invited, bro.
I feel like it's a lot, man.
Philo
I ain't gonna
Jones
lie. Like it's
third.
yeah, Chilla, good. Like I feel like it's quite a few battlers that could do it, that know how to judge with no biasness. And you know veterans and that's not as active because you know a lot of us when we battle, it ain't like we trying to battle to be battle of the year. So we could be on a panel and not have to vote for ourselves.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you know what I'm saying, not like that. But I feel like there's a few battlers that can do it. But you're going it's going to be tough to really have a rock solid system because you're going to have to screen everything top to bottom. You got to figure out how you picking a you got to announce the panel. You got to pick the panel before the year starts damn
That's
near.
a fact.
Yep.
The panel got to know that they need to be watching everything. And not only that, you got to watch it as they happen and then you got to watch it again before you get
A
on the
thousand
panel.
percent.
You're not going to remember
Yo,
everything.
y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Doc was
yeah,
good.
but your thing was what you called. You don't want to tell Jay Black how to run his own shit. If if you was to go to him and be like, yo, 2024, I want to forfeit all my battles. I'm saying, and we just have an all. Maybe you should do an all battle rapper panel. I'll be the first battler to say I'll forfeit all my battles that I do for the year. You know what I'm saying? As like,
I can't hear you. Can't hear you,
I'm
Bad
gonna leave and
Money.
come back.
All right. Go
Hey,
ahead,
peace to the
Doc.
room. John, thank you for holding this forum. I think it's important for you all to be invested in, the conversation because these awards are about your work. I'd appreciate the fact that you are real clear that rappers should be judging this and not fans like Doc Petty, or Frank White for that matter.
Especially
Shout
not
out,
me.
shout
No,
out
I didn't.
Frank.
Especially not me.
Really quickly, I want to make this point. There are ways to take qualitative data, which is opinionated, and quantify it. which is put numbers behind it and score it. They're called rubrics, and you can take a rubric and score things like on a per round basis, on a per battle basis. Yes, there'll be some subjectivity, but those numbers are all going to converge across, I don't know, 50 rappers. I think you all should do that. I think you all should think about asking a slew of rappers, whether they're active or not, what they think. 50 rappers, like they do with the Academy Awards. It's an award of the peers. The peers on a lot of these award shows, the Academy Awards, I think so, the Grammys, they vote who they think these people should be. And from a slate, you know, then the fans might be able to vote, or from a slate, then you know, you get some other participation. But there are many ways to do this. I salute Jay Black for coming up with a way. That's an way. We've established that way. We appreciate that way. That way, to Jay Black's way, created some structure, is the word he used, in the culture. But there are other ways, and he has been very vocal saying it. If you don't like the way he's doing it, set up your own award. So it sounds like what you're talking about is a different award, and I think that's cool. I'm going back to the listeners. Thank you for holding this forum.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right.
Nah, I feel that, Doc. I feel you on that.
Nah, I feel what Dr. saying, but what it was getting to the point that I was trying to make, which is you look at it like going to Jay Black, you know what I'm saying, and saying, you know, whatever your opinion is about having an all battler panel, you know what I'm saying, decide, you know what I'm saying, who should win. You know what I'm saying? Hypothetically speaking, if we speaking of the champion award. As you know what I'm saying, you telling him what to do with his award. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd be open to that feedback. I know he'd be open to that feedback. It just takes you to be like, yo, I would forfeit all of my battles for the year for qualification to be in Cody mention to be on a list. I'll talk to some other battlers. It takes that person to be proactive to be like, I'm gonna be the first battler to say I'm gonna be on the panel.
Yeah, but this is feedback though. This is feedback, and not only that, once you make it
It's
public,
public,
once you make it public, you also get other opinions that can help the cause. Like, you know
right?
what I'm saying? I
But
could get
when
on the
you make
phone.
it public, you know what I'm saying, and it's not necessarily behind the scenes, I'm saying, in a way that can actually benefit, then you get all the trolls jumping on the fucking post, you know what I'm saying, with the bullshit and spreading the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And coming up with all kinds of opinions and shit, you know what I'm saying, just to down the shit. And you might not even be saying the shit with the intention of trying to down the shit. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, they're gonna do what they do regardless. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is just an open conversation to add to the idea he has, so that maybe he can then present a complete idea after having this dialogue. And he's very specific as to who he's gonna listen to and all that. I'm not. I'm totally.
It was,
I think it's dope.
it was really an opinion. It wasn't like, yo, you should do this, you should do this, you should do this. It was just a public opinion. It wasn't meant to be a fucking, you know what I'm saying, attack, yo, you should do it this way. However, if it does make sense and it's something that he feels like he can implement, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. I don't feel like I gotta call somebody before I make an opinion. I'm not trying to change nobody's system or anything. You know what I mean? Like I don't like I look at that like somebody that's like somebody um rating a bullpen event and say, yo, bullpen should have had this, or they shouldn't have booked this person, and boom, 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 boom. And bloggers and media do that all the time. They don't call me first before they say that. You can't go to them and be like, yo, before you do that, if you feel like you should do it, you should holler at John and do it that way. Like that's not how
I
this
think
works.
And I think you misconstruing me saying you're not allowed to have a public opinion. But in order to be proactive to the cause, if maybe you might have done something, you know what I'm saying, at bullpen that you could have done better, and somebody else, you know what I'm saying, has an opinion that's qualified to give you an opinion, you know what I'm saying, and you would be willing to accept their feedback. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I would accept it publicly or privately. If somebody say something publicly, like do a blog, and I'm watching a blog, and they say something, your bullpen should have did this, I could accept that. It doesn't have to be a private phone call.
Yoshi, what are your thoughts on the all battle rap panel to judge a Battler of the Year award?
Can it be male
I didn't
battler
say
of the
all. My
year?
fault, Yoshi. I never said all battlers,
Oh, my fault. Yeah, league owners and battlers.
and you can include some media. I'm just saying majority though.
I respect it a lot. The only thing that I'm pushing for now is I really think the list should be separate. Or I think if a woman elevates to the male list, then she should just stay there and let the other women compete for the other list. It's kind of not fair and greedy to get on two lists.
That's the argument I made before, and I got attacked for it too. I
I,
don't
I
know if I
at
want
first I
to.
didn't understand, but this year because there used to only be like one girl, two at most. So it went from one to two, now three. Now I'm thinking, what's going to be five? Now it's going to be 10. It's too much. Let the men have their list and let the women have their list. I agree with the more battlers on the panel. I wish Chilla would have been more vocal, but hey, it was his first time on there. If there were multiple battlers, like maybe half the amount and half the amount of media, bloggers, fans, whatever, it'll be dope.
Well, I mean, y'all might not have been privy to the information, but it was supposed to be two battlers there yesterday. Like up until Thursday,
I
like a
heard.
couple people went here. Like Black went live on YouTube to test things out on Thursday, and then he said it again on Caffeine. You know what I'm saying? Friday. That it was supposed to have been two battlers on the panel. You know what I'm saying? So it was supposed to be another battle rapper there yesterday.
Two battlers. It was four media personnel
It
up there.
was still
Even if it
supposed
was
to be
two,
two battlers there, bro. You know what I'm saying? The percentages just would have got broken up a different way, the same way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody had high, like lower percentages when it was more people. It was
Word.
supposed to be
yeah.
two battlers there yesterday, but I think like an all battle rap panel, you know what I'm saying, whether it be for champion of the year or something else is great. Like I sat down purposely. I knew since July. Like I didn't dedicate, you know what I'm saying, a lot of my time to watching each and every fucking battle, you know what I'm saying, and determining where I think people rank at through the year. You know what I'm saying? I knew since then, Jay Black knew since then, like I wasn't gonna be on panel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? If that's you know what I'm saying, a good way, you know what I'm saying, to move forward with champion of the year or just a battle of the year award, period. I'm all for it. But if it's gonna be done publicly, then it's gonna be critiqued. And I say if y'all do a battle of the year award, then have the debate publicly too. You know what I'm saying? Don't just do it like I'm saying NBA does it. The standard has been set. Get everybody together in a round table and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly, like that's something people draw to.
I mean, yeah, that's content. Content works. Um, content works. I'm not opposed to the debate. Like, do I feel like it's needed for context? I'm not sure, to be honest with you, because sometimes niggas get up there and they'll try to make an argument, but then they don't make an argument. They start sounding crazy. Now you're giving for shit, for more shit for people to disagree with and have a problem with. That's what I mean by if somebody is watching this as a battler and they hear somebody say something that's like way off or that they don't agree with, but they not familiar with this person, it goes back to who the fuck is this? How did he get up here? And I'm just saying to avoid all of this other shit, because a opinion of a decorated or experienced battle rapper is it'll be like, all right, it's different insight, man. I don't.
Yeah, they look at different variables, John. If because as battlers, we know, we just have different insight. And so when it's from a fan point of view or from the people who I guess just study battle rap, or it comes across kind of like nerdy and scientific, and that's it. Like whatever's on paper is it, instead of looking at the other layers that go with being the battler of the year.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I look at the art, you know what I'm saying, and the writing and shit like that when I've been up there, you know what I'm saying, and I'm judging. I'm not just sitting there looking at shit from a statistical standpoint and shit like that. I'm looking at shit, you know what I'm saying, for what it is in totality at the end of the day. But at the same time, if you're sitting up there, Yoshi, or you sitting up there, John, and you say something that's a strong opinion of yours that you probably had all year, and the general consensus has like a different opinion of what you have as well as the room, you can still gonna get attacked regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you're a battle rapper, if you say something that people disagree with, they're gonna be like, why the fuck is Yoshi up there? Why the fuck is JohnJohn up there? Or what the
Nah, no,
fuck
they
did they
won't.
say
No, they
that?
won't. No, they won't. It's a
If you
difference
well, they
between
might not fuck you
disagreeing.
while you up there. They're gonna be
You
like, what
don't.
the fuck are you
Nah,
talking about if it's
you
a
don't.
strong opinion that they don't agree with?
You don't have to attack nobody just because you disagree with them. No, you see what I'm saying? Like, so a battler
I
will
feel the
say
same
something.
way.
A battler would say something, and another battler could disagree, but you can't attack that person because this is another battler. another decorated battler, and it could be understood a certain way. Versus somebody else say something that nobody's familiar with, that you don't agree with. That's who you attack. Cause what the fuck is you doing up here?
If this is
That's what.
all opinionated, why does anybody got to be attacked? Period. Whether it's a
No,
fan or
nah,
a battler or a media person.
nah, you use that word. I was just using it for an example because you said attack. I'm saying you saying people are gonna be attacked anyway. But regardless, even with media, like it's like and like I said, if it's somebody that just comes out of nowhere because they wrote bars down and could break it down like this and that. Like again, these same some people that be breaking these bars down and everybody be saying, oh, this is the best person. They get a lot of bars wrong. I watch them. They miss certain shit. And again, you said you like the art, right? So somebody could be creative about something. Somebody could be very creative about something, but if it's if somebody doesn't like it, they'll knock it. But I don't think a decorated battler will do that. A decorated battler will see the creativity in something, whether it lands or not or whatever. A fan could be swayed to think something is whack that may not be whack or that may not be creative. That makes sense?
Yes, and for the most part, this how I knew they knew how to be objective and look at other things because of where Geechee was placed. I know that they know that. Yep, yep. I don't care. Thumb down that because of where Geechee was placed. When I was telling me, Geechee didn't even have the type of year to be top 10. Sorry, not this year. He just wasn't it. And the panel put him at number 4. So what is it? They know they could be objective because they know the other layers outside of Geechee's whatever resume or
Your phone breaking up, Yoshi.
I don't know. I don't think people will question like a battle rapper's validity, you know what I'm saying, on being on any type of panel talking about battle rap. I'm just saying, if you got a strong opinion, you know what I'm saying, that goes against the public opinion or where the conversation is going at that moment in the room, then yeah, people are gonna fucking disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be people that disagree because this is an art, you know what I'm saying? Because it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Like you get down to the nitty gritty and breaking shit down. Like if Yoshi says the seatbelt bar, you know what I'm saying, was better than hoodie down. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be tons of people, you know what I'm saying, who what you call it, want to argue, you know what I'm saying, and be like, oh, Yoshi's crazy. Like that was the hoodie down was way better than the third. Like there's gonna be people who would disagree because this shit is subjective at the end of the day. No two people come into battle rap looking for the same thing, you know what I'm saying, or walking away from a battle with the same thing. Plenty of bars that people might think is crazy in a battle, I might think is all right, and there might be another bar that I think was way crazier that didn't get no reaction.
I think personally that the panel that was selected is full of people that I got tremendous respect for with high battle rap IQs and dope insights. No knock to what they had going on. I loved it. Salute to them. What I think JohnJohn is suggesting is a brand new way to try to do this. And I'm all for seeing if it could work. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, both could work, one of them could not, one could be better than the other. I'm all for trying things that push the culture forward. So if an all battle rap panel can be put together, and let's see what happens with that. If it ends up working, it ends up working. If it doesn't, we'll stick with what we had before. Or if it's better, we maybe there's a middle ground to be found. But I don't think this is a bashing or comparison thing. I think the panel did their thing. Salute to them for taking the time and doing what they did. Much respect. Let's see what would happen with the all battle rap panel. Let's look into that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
again,
definitely would be interested to see
and
that shit.
and and salute Jay Black for doing the due diligence and trying to come up with an award. I want to say that. Salute to Jay Black for doing that and trying to do something. Of course, we going to critique and give pushback and feedback because this is what we do. But that doesn't mean we are knocking. That doesn't mean we are unappreciative of what he's doing because I know for a fact this cost him more than he gains off of this. I know. You know what I'm saying? He goes out his way. He doesn't have to do this shit. He can hang this up and nothing changes for Jay Black. If Jay Black decides to not do Champion of the Year no more, he's still Jay Black. He doesn't have to do it. You know what I mean? So, but again, I could have respect for him and still have an opinion on certain things that could go down the same way y'all can have respect for me and feel like I lost the battle or something. It's the same type of feedback. You know what I mean? So I just want to make that clear. Like this is not no again attack on him. I just I was just be honest. Like I clicked on it and I seen people I'm not familiar with up there, and I'm just like I don't even want to be triggered watching this.
John,
but
I
but
don't,
but
you know what I'm
but
before
saying?
yesterday,
I feel what you're
before
saying,
yesterday,
but these
I
are
was
people,
there.
very knowledgeable people. They're not just anybody.
I
These are
mean,
people with very
I
high
get it.
battle rap IQ.
I
Is
get
there like
it.
a battle rap course that you take to get a
That's
battle
what
rap
I'm saying, Yoshi.
PhD?
It's like
Is like how do
what's the
you get qualified for it?
what's a high battle rap IQ? Watching 1,000 battles?
I
Like
think, yeah, a lot of battles watched, very poignant remarks when they breaking down the results of a battle. Very acute, what they're looking for in terms of the different categories. The way they break it down is scientific. I can't. I got a lot of respect for them niggas. I'm gonna keep it tall, and I'm not mad at anybody who's not familiar with a Tito or a J Smo or Mark. Like I understand, and you're a pillar in this culture, John John. I ain't mad at that. I'm just
yeah,
telling you, them niggas know what they talking about.
Here's the thing,
they
though.
know what they talk
Do
about
they
from
really?
what they're watching. They know what they're talking about from what they see, from what they've been watching. It's like we could sit at home and watch the fucking NBA playoffs and swear, oh, this nigga should have subbed this nigga in. Oh, he should have did this. He should have did that. But if we ain't never been in that situation, we don't understand what's really going on. It's like
I understand that, but don't we watch Stephen A. Smith and you know what I'm saying, and Skip Bayless? Like them niggas is not fucking all stars, but they know what they talk about in terms of due diligence of being invested in watching the sport and breakdowns and even when I go to figure out who I'm sponsoring, I have conversations with these people to see what the general consensus of interest of battles is, what matchups make sense. Like these are knowledgeable people. I'm gonna keep it tough.
but again with Stephen A and Skip Bayless, they have numbers to go off of. They have metrics they could study. They actually went to school for this shit. There's real journalism behind this. They didn't get to where they got just by watching basketball. They didn't get to they go to more games than they probably fucking talk about.
And some
They
of these people attend these events. Like I know some of these niggas be outside at multiple events. I mean, whenever, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it tall. Whenever I can't, if an event isn't streamed, I be watching J Smo's timeline to keep up with the event. You know what I'm saying? Like these people be outside. I'm gonna
but
keep it tall.
here's another point with Stephen A and Skip. They played basketball before. They tried. Wasn't that good. They played. That doesn't count for nothing.
So, what does me writing for a magazine that put on the Philly Hip Hop Awards, being in the Philly area, battling, you know what I'm saying, back in the fucking DVD era, you know what I'm saying, having footage of battles and freestyles and shit like that on YouTube, being a part of Champion of the Year since the inception of Champion of the Year, and being the only panelist before yesterday that's been there every year. That don't qualify for nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Even
But
even
you
even
get
like
every year, but every year you get people being like, "Why the fuck is Bad there?" When I've been there just as much as Jay Black been there before yesterday.
because they don't know. That's the thing. They don't know Bad Money. But if you sit there and be like, yo, I used to rap like Showtime SP used to rap. So when he's breaking down bars, you know what I mean? It's a little
Yeah, I'm
different because
YouTuber.
huh?
I'm YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? My shit might
Yeah.
not have a whole bunch of fucking numbers, but like it don't take nothing but a little bit of investigative research, bro.
Yeah, but that exactly. But niggas just gonna have to look. You gotta give them a reason to look for what you know what I mean?
Because
You
I
gotta give
don't
them
really necessarily promote myself through giving my opinion, you know what I'm saying, on battle rap content. You know what I'm saying? When I'm delivering my opinion saying you should believe me more because I used to do it. No, I'm just a regular motherfucker who has an opinion just like everybody else do
but,
on battle.
but you will
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
certain things more than somebody that's never wrote a bar. You will understand certain things more than somebody that's never wrote anything or had to rap in front of people, had to speak in front of people. You will understand certain shit more than your average listener.
And
So
I
them
just
niggas
want to
gotta
know
go
what
battle. Them niggas gotta come
What's
qualifies
outside.
a
happening?
person. At what point do they know, oh, I'm now a battle rap expert? I've watched X amount of battles, I've been to this amount of events. How do they know that they've certified to be a battle rap
I don't think there's
analysis?
no such
Once
thing as a
somebody
battle
tell
rap
them that they,
expert. I
once
don't think
somebody
there's
tell
no
them
such
that they,
thing as a battle rap expert. That's like, you know what I'm
Let
saying,
somebody
saying
tell
there's
them.
an expert on deciding, you know what I'm saying, which art pieces are magnificent or
There are
No,
people
they
who
are
worthy
they
of
are
the
battle
fucking,
specialize
rap
you know what I'm
in
saying,
experts.
picking
They
art.
are
award.
Yeah,
battle rap experts. You know who they are? Battlers. Those are the battle rap experts. The battle rappers.
I give you
That,
that. I'll give
that's
you
my
that
point.
to a degree. But I give you that. You know what I'm saying?
Those the only experts.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, battlers can still be biased too. How many times we seen niggas get on camera and they man got 30,
I didn't
and
bring
they
up
say
bias.
that nigga lost, and they say they man won clear.
I didn't mention bias. Anybody could be biased. I didn't
I was
mention
gonna say anybody.
anybody could be biased. Fans is more biased than battlers. You can't. Fans are short for fanatics. You can't. They ain't no more biased than that. But I don't mention bias because anybody could be biased. But if you gonna go with something like, and then how? Hold on, I gotta call.
I'm all for any dialogue that's going to push the conversation forward or push the culture forward. You know what I'm saying? And incentivize these people for all the work that they do at the end of the day. Because apparently the money is drying up. You know what I'm saying? So why not try to help these niggas get some more money?
I agree. That's why we
I
need to
take
create a Man of the Year award because
personal offense to the money drying up comment. But go ahead, keep going, Josh.
Well, just because you're a
we need
billionaire,
a
right?
Man of the Year award because Champion of the Year clearly there it could be any gender, male, female, non-binary, whatever. But Woman of the Year, it has to be a woman. So that gives the girls two times to shine. We need to add another award for the men. Male of the Year. I'm recommending Twerk for Modi.
Modi.
I don't know if you was in here, you know what I'm saying, when we first started. I know you wasn't a speaker at the time, Yoshi, but I said early on, like in music, you have the VMAs, the AMAs, the Billboard Awards, the MTV Awards, the BET Awards. You got so many different awards to go around. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you even get to the Grammy Awards. You know what I'm saying? There should be more celebratory things going around in the culture from multiple platforms.
That's fine. I fuck with that.
Period. You know what I'm saying? We're going on the eighth year of champion of the year. Henny for a second did the trappies.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are though. There are.
You know
There's
what I'm
always.
saying?
There's been 1,000 lists that happened last year. There's been a thousand.
List.
Been,
But what was
Well, see,
awarded,
look,
nigga?
I'm not gonna just
We
talk.
talking about
Like
a
I
list, a
want to
bunch
do
of
it.
names on a
I
piece
could
of
put a
paper.
couple dollars to the side and create my own little panel and acknowledge somebody that I feel like is the male of the year. I could create. I could do that myself.
A list is cool, but what about something that gives somebody something they can put on their wall or on their trophy case that they can put in their household to be like, hey, I won that.
I
You
could
understand what I'm
facilitate
saying?
that.
people
That's
got
why I
awards.
said multiple platforms
All I'm saying is there has been multiple platforms. There has been.
that have done lists.
No, that's giving awards. I done got a fucking body bag of the year award plaque from fucking get your bars up with after the Jack Boy shit. This is 2019.
Oh
It's
man,
it's been awards around. There's been awards where people could give certain shit and print up. I done seen niggas give away trophies, all types of shit. It's been happening. But I
J
get
It
what
Black
you're
needs to
did it
saying.
be
in such
more
a way that is
consistency and more
prestigious
people
now.
getting behind, you know what I'm saying, more than one platform at the end of the day. Because Black not that selfish of a person where he want to be the only person giving some shit out. I think more fucking awards should be given out, bro. Like 15
What's
minutes of
up,
fame,
Doc?
Restore Order should have some shit. Hip Hop is Real should have some shit. And he should bring back the trappies. Black Compass, I'm saying, does their media awards and shit like that. But if it don't have to be monetary shit like, you know what I'm saying, a prize jackpot or some shit, then a fucking flag, you know what I'm saying, a trophy, something, anything. Just to make people feel appreciated for their fucking hard work at the end of the day. Like, hey, I might
Facts.
not have won champion of the year, but such and such platform gave me this. You know what I'm saying? I can still hang that on my mantelpiece. Something, anything, you know what I'm saying, to reward people. That way, so much shit, you know what I'm saying, doesn't have to rely on one particular thing to be awarded. It's gonna be an uproar. It's an uproar at the Grammys every fucking year. People
I,
mad at Killer Mike for
I
husband.
wanna, I
I
wanna,
feel,
um, I want to acknowledge. We talk about awards and award shows and award presentations. I want to acknowledge the Florida movement. I'm not sure how many of y'all are tuned into the Florida movement, but it's like a coalition of battlers and battle rap leagues all through the state of Florida. They put together an award show recently. You should go through hashtag FLM and look at what they did. It was dope. It was just a night of them getting together, enjoying some food, drinks, and awards. And there were a slate of awards that they gave. And I actually think what they're doing is a blueprint for the culture. There's this opportunity to have everybody have their award, whatever award they want to give as part of that show. You're like, where's the money in this? Fans will pay to come to a battle rap event. People are getting awarded. There is no cost overrun, but the cost of the venue and the place. And I think somebody like a Jay Black, a JohnJohn, some of the legends can put that together, man. It could be a Legends Ball. They could call it something. It's an event. It's definitely money in celebrating people. So I don't know. I just think it needs to happen. I do think there need to be more awards. Um,
Nah, I agree with you.
but
But
from
here's the thing: is anybody going to invest in that shit
but
and
from
be
various
cool with
points,
not?
and I think the beautiful part about what Florida does is exactly what we're talking here. It is battlers judging other battlers, league owners. Is exactly what John John's been talking about, but they're doing it at a, I wouldn't say a smaller scale, but on a smaller scale. There's an opportunity for something larger if we take advantage of it as a culture.
that's been a that's been a conversation a few years ago. It was supposed to be one put together. I think I'm not sure if it was URL exclusively trying to do it or there was an award show. But to piggyback off all of this, I see what Bad Bunny's saying. Like, there's a whole anybody could do awards, but the more this dialogue is going on, and I'm thinking it wouldn't make sense to have 1,000 different platforms giving out Battle of the Year awards, and it's a bunch of different battlers because of different opinions. I think everybody should get behind one. And I think the one that everybody wants to get behind is Champion. Because this is like everybody trusts Jay Black's intentions. So this is why he gets the most feedback or the most pushback every time because this is the go-to platform for the culture when it comes to champion of the year. I think if everybody did one, like you said, hip hop is real, 15 minutes of fame, and we now it's a bunch of different battlers running around saying I was battle of the year. It's gonna be, I don't know, like that's almost
Yeah, I agree. It took a they
participation.
have prestige with the champion of the year. Like it's gained respect in the community, and it wasn't at first. It took a while, but now it's gained enough respect where we should rally behind it.
I mean, I hear y'all, but at the same time, it goes back to like I said about different awards. You know what I'm saying in the music industry, bro. At the end of the day, like
Yes, but a
we all
Grammy
want to see the
always
money.
gonna hit the hardest.
I was about to say that Grammy is a
I
Grammy,
agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? But some motherfuckers might be all right with not winning the Grammy and winning the fucking VMA.
Meh. 'Cause VMA award winning doesn't sound as good as Grammy award winning.
I'm not gonna argue that. I ain't gonna argue that at all. I'm just saying, we're getting ready to be 8 years in the COTY. Nobody else has come up with nothing, you know what I'm saying, to give back, you know what I'm saying, consistently at the end of the day. The thing is, a lot of people are not going to put the monetary, you know what I'm saying, part into it and invest some shit and not get a return on their investment. And I think that's what stalls a lot of people from doing shit, you know what I'm saying, on a larger scale.
and that's where we give Jay Black the credit. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's going out their way like he's doing to do this, and that's why I said if there's going to be an award, I think everybody do want to get behind champions. So of course there's going to be certain
Hmm?
critiques. So, somebody said something?
Better not.
What did you mean by get behind?
Come on, man. We doing that.
I'm just saying, bro. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I said champion, dog.
All right, man. Go ahead.
Nah, but yeah, but that's why, like
But
and that's
but
why
why is that? Why does he have to be the only person, you know what I'm saying, that's not
he
afraid to
doesn't
take that
have to be,
risk?
but that's the initiative he took. He doesn't
He
have to
took
be
that for his platform, though. That's the thing. He took that initiative for his platform to be
right.
that person. Why does he have to be the only person in the culture? We got so many people that's quote unquote for the culture, you know what I'm saying, or battle rap united and shit like that. Why is nobody willing to take a risk besides this
Because
one person?
not
So we put
easy.
all that pressure on this one person, but we got all these people, you know what I'm saying, that's supposed to care about the culture. I don't get that part.
Because it's not easy. When you
Nah.
when we see champion of the year, we seen a step forward. There was the,
We can't we can't have it both ways with respect. We just dogged out some people on the panel that we didn't know. Not anybody can start this award and have it be credible, respectfully. So we have to be intellectually honest about. what it's going
So
to
hip
take
hop
to
is real
actually.
good and start an
We
award
have
and it wouldn't be credible.
we have to be intellectually honest about who as a culture will accept to actually start this and make this work. That's my only
Y'all
point.
would, but the culture would accept OTFMZ starting an award. Hip hop is real starting an award. 15
Yes,
minutes of
but it's not
fame
gonna
starting an
have the
award.
prestige of champion of
How
the
do
year. So
we
while
know? We
Big
don't
K
know
walking
that
around
until
with
it's done.
his
We don't
champion
know
of the
that
year
until
belt,
somebody does it
and
at
you
the end of the
walk
day.
up
I
with
think the
your
culture
hip
would
hop
be
is real
accepted at
belt.
any platform. It don't have to be a belt, Yoshi.
Shut up. Pop is real.
What is gonna be a sweater?
His real belt.
It can be anything. It could be a fucking trophy. It could be, you know what I'm saying, a big ass fucking
A
plaque. It could be
LTBR
anything. It don't have to be
flask.
the
That's
exact same thing
disgusting.
that Jay Black does. At the end of the day, everybody's saying, "Oh, the culture's not going to accept it because what you call it, Jay Black is credible and nobody else is credible." So you saying other platforms don't have no
Nobody
validity
said
either?
that, Bad
It's
Money.
just gonna
Nobody.
take some
Nah, nobody
time. It's
feels
not gonna
that
be
Nobody.
the
way.
first
Nobody
year.
feels that way.
They will have to be just as consistent as Jay Black has been. It will take some
Jay
time.
Black wasn't consistent with Champion of the Year until he did it the first year.
It didn't have the prestige until in the first year. It took a while.
Right. So until somebody does it, we don't know what's going to happen at the end of
Okay.
the day.
Okay.
I think we have something, and maybe they're trying to add to it. So we have something incredible. As I said before, I think what he put together is amazing. The people he brought up there is incredible. High battle rap IQ people. I think that this is just an opportunity to either add to it or create something separate from it. Either way, it's no
You keep
knock to what's
saying
going
high
on.
battle rap IQ. Is
I
there a
knew
high
that.
battle rap IQ
I
test
knew
that I
that.
could take?
I knew that was gonna trigger her because yeah, I knew it. I just knew it.
But that's real though, bro. You can't just be throwing that out there like
I
that.
mean,
What is that?
have y'all had conversations with Tito, J Smoke? These people have
I bet
very
they
high
battle rap
knowledge
IQ
of.
not higher than Jazz.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a comparison thing. I'm gonna just say that these people watch an
Oh,
ample amount of battles, are
wait,
very aware of individual accolades and stats. I think that's to be respected. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I respect the fact that they are fans and they love this shit enough to really care about, what I'm saying, breaking down battles and all of that. But I don't know. It's just to say,
But like,
yeah,
if they
I
could,
don't
if
want to.
they could
I
talk
don't
to
want.
you about every battle that occurred, a good portion of battles that occurred from different platforms, different results on different battles that like a lot of y'all don't even be watching for real. Like, I'm just saying that these people do the thorough research before they speak on all that's going on in the culture. That's what mean by high battle rap IQ. They have an understanding of what wins a battle, the elements that each battle rapper brings, their winning or losing streak, their long-standing history. These people are very knowledgeable. I think that's we can't
I
respect that.
understand. No, of
Dog, I
course.
done
I just
been
always heard
rewatching
battle rap
battles.
IQ as opposed to like a battler, like the actual battler having that IQ of knowing how to win a battle, how to approach a battle, how to prepare for a battle, which opponents to pick. I always thought the battlers have the IQ. I didn't
You
know
can't
that.
fathom a non-participant having an IQ, a battle
I
rap
just
IQ.
would rather use a different term.
Okay, so high
It's
knowledge is that
semantics.
better?
Say
High
knowledgeable,
knowledge
Super
of
fan?
knowledgeable,
knowledgeable. Okay, we're
Knowl-
gonna go with knowledgeable. My fault. Yeah, sorry to
knowledgeable.
trigger you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
And
Can
again,
you
I
still
don't,
make your Chick-fil-A?
and I don't, and I don't want to make this attack on them either, because I don't want to make this attack on them either. But they're just like when, like Yoshi was saying earlier, when do we say somebody is credible to sit there and be an expert? Because when they could prove, you said a conversation, we can have conversations with. So that means anybody that's in a battle rap crowd at a battle event, if they bought tickets and flew there from somewhere, they know something they've been watching for a long time, right? So anybody can do this. Anybody that's been watching battle rap since, I don't know, since what? How far back we going?
I've been watching
Shit,
this since
the
2000, so I
culture
don't
let
know. Anybody
anybody
else been here
Hey,
that
blog.
I would
long?
say they need to go back to Fight Club.
Yeah, I've been watching this since 2000, year 2000. Anybody else? 2000?
Shit, the culture let anybody blog and have an opinion and become credible.
Credible
Do
to
we
who?
really?
Like
Listen,
credible to
these
who?
people be having audiences in the tens of thousands. You know what I'm saying? And these be the people
Yeah,
that motherfuckers consider credible because they got high numbers.
but who? Who considered them credible?
The quote unquote culture.
Maybe public consensus.
That's the point. That's my point right there, man. So,
Some of
like
the battlers too.
public assistance, just choose the experts. So if 1,000, if 100,000 people say one nigga's a battle rap expert, he's a battle rap expert.
Oh my god. All
Yes,
right, man.
that's what it sounds like. Because I was just trying to see if there's a test you could take, or do you have to graduate battle rap college?
Oh my god. This
Hmm.
is
I mean, that's
crazy.
what I'm trying to figure out, Yoshi.
Because with battle rappers, the reason why I say battle rap, because you could track their history. You could see why they know what the fuck they talking about. You can go back and see that. And it's more than just watching battles and writing down the bars that you actually catch.
And I'm somebody that knows that. That's why before yesterday, and I'm saying I would sit there and give my opinion based off of, I'm saying, the art form and how, I'm saying, I view, I'm saying, somebody sitting there and putting their material together and how their year went, I'm saying, from the standpoint of an artist. No, I can't jump in there and get on the stage in front of 500 to 1,000 and 2,000 people, do what the fuck y'all do. But because of my experience of what I've been through before, I'm sitting there placing people and judging battles overall based on, I'm saying, that.
Based on your experience, right?
Yeah. But
Ex-
I'm still not grumbling. I'm saying, according to a lot of people.
But yeah, but there's still you still have some type of experience though to speak from a rapper standpoint. Like you got something, and I'm just
But you
taking your
you
word
still
for it.
had Suge tell me I never used to rap before, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about last year.
I don't know. I'm not.
Because
Suge not on here right now.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
what's going on
I
with
know
no,
where he's
Suge.
but
coming
I mean,
from.
this was a battler, and
No
that
matter
it had
who's on the
nothing to do
panel,
with champion of the year. Just because I said Hollow was going to beat him, I never used to rap before, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to battle rap.
I'm
But
that's
sorry that
just
he
gonna
said
come
that
with
to
the
you, bro.
territory.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's
sorry he
coming.
said that to you,
I
but
feel where you coming from, no bad money, because no matter who's on the panel, people could find a reason to complain.
100. Jay Black, how do you feel about with all respect and salute to the panel you put together, how do you feel about trying to have a panel of all battle rappers? Do you think that that could work with the system that you have, with respect to the system that you have? Good talk.
oh, he on his trolling shit this morning.
Nah, salute to him.
Nigga,
And I'm
Jersey
still
the
waiting on my
motherfucker.
sponsor of the year award. This nigga compromised.
Nah, but yeah, but that's what I'm saying with the battle is like you could track like what you were saying to piggyback what you were saying, Bad Money as far as Suge. That's just Suge not knowing what you've been through and what you've done. And that's what I mean by if you got battlers up there, veteran decorated battlers, people already gonna know why they up there. They're already gonna know why they there and understand why they saying what they saying because you can actually track the history. You know the credentials. We don't know the credentials of anybody else.
Exactly. I don't think nobody questioned why is Chilla there.
Yeah,
No.
and that's why I said I'm not against, I'm saying, it being an all battle rapper panel or even a new panel, I'm saying, for a new motherfucking award, I'm saying, that consists of all battle rappers and league owners. My only challenge is to get everybody in the room and do it the same way and see how the fuck it turns out.
Mm,
I mean, it's just gonna be tough without a real metric system, regardless, man.
that's a fact. That's a fact. And not everybody gonna be happy no matter what you do.
Without a real metric system, it's just gonna be, well, I think it's this. Well, I think it's this. Well, I think it's this. A lot of thinking going on.
What do you think about John versus Hansel while we're doing all this thinking?
All right, good talk, y'all.
We
Good
don't
shit.
think about it.
Yeah, salute to everybody. Hope y'all have a good morning. And y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Come on,
Damn, Frank.
John.
Salute.
Yeah,
Damn,
what we
Frank, you
got?
down bad, bro.
What we got, boy?